Whether it be coaching, playing, reffing, line judging, or just being an extremely loyal supporter in more ways than one. The first to be recognized is John O'Brien. John never wavered away from the sport of Gaelic football since he arrived here in Cleveland. He was an all-star footballer on our three-time national championship team, as well as one of our first coaches and mentors in the 1980s. Who remembers the workouts at John Marshall running steps? Yeah, you guys? Or the telephone calls wondering why we weren't making it to a training session. But many of us also had a great time playing broom hockey in the off-season, and that's because of John O'Brien. John taught us the most about discipline and dedication and what it took to win. John also represented us at national GAA conventions and local events over the past 30 years. We thank you, John.
Thank you, Jimmy and Bobby. About everything you said, there's nothing true about what you said. You did, Bobby mentioned about the representing the Jarlaths at the various conventions. They probably never even knew I was there, but that was fine. We went anyhow. That did bring back a memory of a situation back in when the American County Board started back in 1959. I served, as did Al O'Leary here also, for quite a few years, through the 60s and the early 70s. And in that period, we activated an award for individuals who had contributed to the association for decades. Generally, they were guys in their 70s, 80s or more. Actually, the first recipient was Martin Green from Montreal. Close to 90, he had served the association in a very cold and unfriendly French city of Montreal. Anyhow, I lived there for 10 years, so I know. Anyhow, I jump ahead a few years, and this is what brought it to my attention, or to my mind, the convention. I jump ahead a few years to 1983 or 4, I believe, and at the time, I was on chemo for a year, and I probably looked like it. I was probably in 140 pound or maybe less. But anyhow, I went to the convention, or we went to the convention in Detroit that year, and I was sitting in the back row of the convention with Lord Mercy and Tom McDonough. Sean Gannon was chairman of the American Board at the time, so when it came time to award the honorary president for the following year, Sean Gannon, Lord Mercy, was reading from a piece of paper, and I leant over to Tom and I says, "Who in the name of God is he talking about?" So Tom leant over and he said, "I'm damned if I know." So anyhow, when Sean was finished talking, I was the person he was talking about. And I neither had the seniority or the service to justify an award at that time. I was probably in my late 40s or early 50s, and but regardless. Anyhow, I think that at that time they decided that there's a distinct possibility this guy won't be back, so we better give him something to take with him. So that was that award. Now, certainly at this juncture, there's nothing I can do to justify an award. But anyhow, Simon, I don't know what you had in mind, but
wait, I got one more story.